And recording. So, I would say the last 3 or 4 batches of videos that I've uploaded have all been algorithm based. That is to say, I've been letting the YouTube algorithms suggest things for me. And now I'm going back to comments and suggestions like people have actually asked for. So I went through, backtracked a few of the videos just to see what it is people have been asking for. So one of the requests was for Amenra, Mass 6, which looks to be the name of an album. So I went with the very first track. It's called Children of the Eye, and it's about a 9.5 minute song. Looks to be 17,000 subscribers, almost 500,000 views. What did it say? 6 years ago? Yeah, this is from 6 years ago. So it's been out for quite a while. And let's just jump into it. Amen Ra. Ra makes me think Egypt. And Children of the Eye, like Eye of Horus, maybe. Go! Ah, there is something there. Seen a coffin? About a third of the way through. I just don't want the video to get blocked when I upload this, so I'll probably pause it one other time after this. Uh, it came in real slow and deliberate. There's kind of like a din that you hear. Um, Makes me think of like an orchestra at the beginning of a show. You just hear like the horns kind of like warming up. So there's this sort of like warm kind of glow that you feel as far as like the sounds, just because everyone has to make sure they're in tune. Uh, yeah, but there's like a din. Uh, that's kind of how it felt when the song started, because obviously it's not at full volume initially. There's a little melody that's a little progression that's being played, but the volume is slowly going up and swelling and swelling. Um, the guy, I thought he was in a coffin, but it looked like he was just laying down. Maybe he was asleep. So you're breathing life into the video, breathing life into the song. It's all just starting. This is the first track of the album, and it's interesting what's happening. Just because it looks like he's casting out little statues of ravens, I think. Um, I can't tell what those little things are. Like, are they flies or those actual eyes? I don't know. I can't hear any of the lyrics. This style of singing, I've gotten used to it. I've heard it a lot more recently with like the stuff the House of Black does on AEW. Like their theme songs tend to be in this specific kind of scream. I'm gonna have to check out the lyrics later, I think, to figure out what it is that's actually being said. But so far, visuals are really cool. It's almost like a sepia tone, not quite black and white, so it makes it seem like it's from a time past. We'll we'll see where the narrative goes as far as these ravens are concerned. Go. timed it right. And judging from where I stopped it, exactly what I happened, what I thought was gonna happen is actually happening. Because you see the hammer is presented, and then he opens up the box with the clay or stone, whatever he made those out of. Uh, those ravens or crows like presented in front of them, so they some kind of like ritual, and it seems from there being three statues, three guys. It's like the inside of one of these is probably going to contain something like a little marker to showcase which one of them is going to be the sacrifice or which one of them is going to survive. I don't know. But it seems like this is some kind of ritual. The guy who made these um, figures is in like a robe. They're in robes, so this seems very ritualistic. Um, like there's some kind of sacrifice that's gonna happen. That's where my mind is going with this. Uh, this last like half a minute to a minute, where there's more of a melodic kind of singing in like a hushed tone, uh, was unexpected because so far this whole track has been really kind of like black metal oriented, real slow, and I was expecting more of like a squealing, more of the continued, just like kind of fry screams, but instead this seemed almost like a tender kind of voice, or almost apologetic. Let's go back a little bit. It seems like we've just arrived at the crescendo. Now it's going to go back into the heaviness, even heavier than before, probably. Go.
Wash away my longing for be alive.
So those little I don't know what those were at the end there. Very small figures. Were those like dead flies? Let's see if the lyrics are here. Amenra, Children of the Eye, directors, sculptures, lyrics. No one ever will leave me behind. I cast no shadow. Light is too profound. I am the way. Like a demon or something. All stars align, a new reign uncrowned, with wounds adorned. We stand in line. River of blood leads to the shrine like a sacrifice. Hand in hand, side by side, I'll show you the way. We look our gods dead in the eye, shaved for burial. That's when you're dead. Soul lost inside, anoint my skin, nothing to hide. I take the first step in the funeral pyre. A fire upon me, reside in me. I am the cold, the barren tree reside in me. Like you're offering your body as a sacrifice, as a vessel for your God to then take it, it seems. Da, 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 da. I am the cold, the barren tree reside in me. I am the fire no one can oversee. Truth fire, not unto me. One tear at a time, you are a threat to mine. Huh. Flood trenches, dredge remnants of the past. Wash away my longing for me to be the last. Come rain, wash us all away. Here come the first wave, nothing will remain. Forevermore, no more, too cold to drown in. The deep, allowed in, no more. That's interesting. That is really interesting because it seems, based on the lyrics, like it's almost like you're succumbing to the idea of death. Either you're going to die and you're preparing for that death. The funeral pyre, shaved for burial, anoint my skin, like you're preparing yourself to die. But then, like, a lot of this wording makes me think, like, there's a being or a god that's you're preparing to meet, and whether that's in the afterlife now that you're going to die, or whether it's in the case of this being taking over your body like a possession, I can't quite figure out. That whole section there in the narrative with the three guys and the hammers and the sculptures almost made me think of like since I said raw and eye of horse earlier, when you die and you have your heart weighed against the feather, it's almost like you're being judged. Like those three guys are there to like judge. It also seemed like after they broke the sculptures, like they screamed at the dude. Almost like it was a judgment kind of thing. And at the end there, the body was all huddled up. It looked like a woman at the end, though. I wasn't sure if that was the guy or not, or if this is a narrative that's going to continue into the next video. Huh. But yeah, it's real cool, real dark, really atmospheric. For some reason, I'm thinking it's probably more Nordic. I can never tell the difference between crows and ravens, but I'm assuming those are ravens. And then Children of the Eye makes me think like Odin, because he has the two ravens, and he sacrificed the one eye for knowledge. So if you're doing like a trade, Like you lose part of yourself to gain this extra wisdom. It's interesting. Church of Ra. It is very interesting, especially the fact that there was that uh, section around the 6 minute mark where it got a little bit more subdued in the way the singing was coming across. I dig it. I dig it, and I'm interested to figure out more because again, like this is only the first song of the album, and given that the album's called Mass Six, I'm guessing this is meant to be like a sermon. So there's like an actual story throughout the whole album. So I am curious to see what the entire narrative of the album is, and not just this one track, because this does seem like an entry point. It doesn't seem like there's a resolution just yet. Interesting. Yeah, I'll have to check out more. I liked it. I loved it. I want some more of it.